Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones at my remote location at the lake, camper. Um, I took off the holiday weekend. This place was packed. There was tents everywhere, all along the water's edge. People everywhere. There's no way I could work. Besides, it's holiday. I take holidays off too. Um, I don't I don't know that I've done a reading for you before, but I know you've seen it done. But I still like to explain to you how it works. I see, hear, feel, sense, know. They talk to me, but they also show me pictures, and I call it spiritual charades. I try to describe the picture the best that I can. There's always a reason for whatever they show or say. So if it doesn't make any sense now, you'll either remember it later, see it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later. And they'll go, oh, I know what he's talking about. Hang on, Betty. This is not an exact science. Sometimes you're going to have to stretch it outside the box a little bit. We communicate the best way we can. He won't give me all the details. Details are none of my business, but he should give me enough so you know what he's referring to. And I did not go back and look at your mom's reading because I don't remember my readings when I get in. Well, for one thing, I'm old and I forget everything, but I don't remember readings usually. So, um, that way, so if I repeat something, I'm sorry, but I don't. It, this is his show. This is his ball game. It's all up to him. Whatever he wants to be. He just keeps saying, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry." He's been saying this over and over and over behind my head since I hit the button. I don't know what I can do to make it up to you. Let me try. And he's like showing like a bedspread, and he's trying to smooth it out. He's trying to smooth things out. He's trying to smooth the wrinkles out of everything. He says, for you more than anybody, I want to smooth the wrinkles out. I haven't quite figured out how yet. He says, you're still mad at me. You're still mad at me. Even if you don't want to admit it, you're still kind of mad at me. You're mad at me for leaving. And I can take that. And I do want to say, when we leave, we're cleansed. The angels, the guides, whoever, they cleanse us when we get there, and it's like they peel us like an onion. They take all that heavy crap that we grab a hold of, and just like a magnet, it just sticks to us here on earth, like anger and resentment and all those heavy negative feelings, until our vibration is light and bright. And so you being angry at him, yell at him if you want to. It is not going to hurt his soul or his spirit, because he's being cleansed. He says, I'm squeaky clean. He's laughing. I'm sorry. We got to say something besides sorry, Betty. Sorry. He feels good. He looks good. He's very light and bright. And I'm going to call him beautiful, even though he's a guy. He perked up, went like this. Well, of course I am. So maybe he did this, something like that in his life. He's talking about the Rainbow Bridge. People don't cross the Rainbow Bridge. Animals cross the Rainbow Bridge. Uh-oh, hang on, somebody's coming by. Hopefully they don't stop around here. That shit's out of my control. Did anybody own a red Chevy truck? Anything that happens to me during a reading is meant for you. So don't know if he owned a red Chevy truck, you own a red Chevy truck. Red Chevy truck might be a sign. Good, there's a lot of them. Mine's sitting right here. I've got a red Chevy truck. So not sure how that fits in. But I always ask them for something unique or a sign just for the person I'm talking to. Because everybody knows about butterflies and cardinals and all that stuff. We want a personal sign. So that'll be one of them. And whenever you, well, I don't know how to tell you because surely not every single red Chevy truck in the world that you drive down the highway, you see 50 of them. You see one that catches your eye, or you get a feeling in your gut, or that it just feels different, or it's in a weird spot, or it's in your driveway, or I'm not sure. Anyway, try to validate him, acknowledge him, and tell him you love him. It's like not every feather is a sign, but I find feathers in unique places, like in my cup. When I carried my drink out to my truck one time, and there was no trees, there was no birds, there was no nothing. And when I set it down in the cup holder, I looked in it, and there was a little tiny feather. I'd been inside a building. So it's the uniqueness of it. My chimes are going. Do you have chimes? Like I said, anything that happens to me during a reading is meant for you. Those chimes were not talking until just now. So know that if you're sitting outside and the wind's pretty still and just all of a sudden you hear a tinkle of the chimes, acknowledge him. Tell him you love him. That will be a sign for you. Let me help you. Let me count the ways. Let me count the ways. Then he goes, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a robber by the toe. If he hollers, make him pay $100 every day. That's not the way that rhyme goes. So maybe there's something in there that you recognize. I never know. The stuff just has to come out of my mouth. One time I held an apple up for a lady and she started crying. She says, my grandmother used to carve those into people's faces or something. It just has to come out of my mouth if he says it. Okay, he's dropping on the ground, he's rolling, and then he jumps up and stands up, and then he throws himself back on the ground, and he rolls again, and he jumps up, and he stands there, and he's doing this over and over and over out in my grassy area behind me. Is this a game you guys did when you were little? Did you like flop down, roll, and the other person would jump over the top of you? I feel like he's trying to play a game. He's validating himself. Let me help you heal. Let me help you heal. You should get this overwhelming sense of peace or love or something that he's going to bring you. He's going to bring you that type of energy, and you could be just sitting there or maybe almost asleep in bed. Or one time the angels brought me, yes, angels are real. I don't care if everybody thinks I'm batshit crazy. I work with archangels. Oh, sorry. Ooh, my fat ass moved the picnic table. Got lost my computer. It was they wanted me to feel the love that there is up there, and it was so awesome, so beautiful that you cannot possibly describe it. And I almost started bawling because from the awesomeness. So when you get this just overwhelming like bubble around you of peace and love, know that that's coming from him, and he's trying to help heal you. He wants to help. He says, I caused it, I want to fix it. You've got to let go being mad at me. because it's only hurting you. He said it doesn't hurt me, it hurts you. Do not pity me, he says. Do not pity me. I don't need it where I'm at. That's also something that's going to hurt you, not him. He's showing me the suitcase. Okay, so it's hard to explain energy work, but if you would take your anger at him leaving, or the pity, or any of those other feelings, and just imagine, you don't have to really do it, just imagine you put him in a suitcase and you hand it to him, or you hand it to an angel if you'd rather do that. You give it to him. He can take it. You can even put it in an envelope. That's what one of the things they taught us. Put those things in an envelope and hand them to the angel on the doorstep when they come to the door. It's energy work. It totally works. He says he will take the burden for you. Because he no longer has to deal with burdens. One of his jobs is to make sure that you are cleansed of this. And that doesn't mean it'll ever totally go away. I'm not saying that. But that you're cleansed of some of those what ifs. So call on him. Ask him. Ask him to step in and help you if you're having a bad day. Give him permission. They cannot override your free will choice. If I want to do all the dumb shit in the world, they can't stop me, only in an emergency. They can't stop me from my free will choice. But if I ask and I allow it, and I say, okay, I'm ready, let's do this. And then they will come help you. And it may not be right that second when you ask, but it will show up. Okay, he said something about tiddlywinks. Now he's showing me an ear of corn on the cob. Maybe you guys used to pick corn. Maybe you grew corn in the garden. Maybe you both just love corn on the cob, or one of you. I think he's validating that it's him. Now I have an American flag on the front of my camper. I have a big flagpole that I always take with me. And he's saluting my flag. I don't know, was he in the service? Did he just respect the flag very much? Was he thinking about going in the service? He says, know that I am around. Oh, he's trying to sing a song. We use music a lot. We like to talk through music. The air that I breathe. Oh, dang it. I can't catch enough of the verse. I know the song, and I don't have Alexa here to help me. She always picks up my songs. I'm already there. Oh, my whole body just got chills. I've got my hair standing up on my arms. My legs, if I had enough hair, there would be standing up. I'm already there. So go Google that song. I'm in the air you breathe. I can't remember all the words to it. Anyway, there'll be something from him to you in that song. And you might randomly, I don't know if you listen to country music, but you might randomly, that song might just pop up in a strange place, like when you're walking through the store. In a TV show, you might be flipping channels. Wind keeps blowing. I'm going to have to put my awning in. Okay. It comes up behind me, and this camera stinks on this computer. When we go do like ghost hunting, paranormal work, we take always take cameras with us because you pick up stuff in the camera that you don't see with the naked eye. This camera stinks, but he's behind me. He dropped his head right here. He's got his arm around my shoulder, like this. So you should feel, and they do this a lot, maybe feel like a little pressure on your back, like a big balloon pushing on you. It doesn't have to be much, or you could just feel some heat, or you could feel heat across here, or pressure from his hand, or goosebumps, or everybody feels energy different. I cannot tell you for sure how you're going to feel it, how you're going to feel it where you'll recognize it. You might feel it in several different ways before you finally realize it's him, kind of giving you one of those hugs from the side, sort of from the back. He says, I'm always right here. I got your back. 1,000% I have your back. And I will promise you 1,000%. He can hear you. He can see you. Talk to him all you want to. You're not holding him down. You're not holding him back. You can't tie a rope on him and keep him here. People think that, oh, if I ask them to show up too much, I'm keeping them from going where they need to. That's not true. You can't tie a rope on them. They'll go where they need to go and do what they need to do. And I'll still be able to come see you. Know that I will always love you. Love never dies. Love is an energy. You cannot kill the love energy. You can turn it into hate. You can change it, but you can't kill it. It's still an energy. And I will always love you. Even though you picked on me a lot. And then he starts laughing. I keep looking way, way up there. They're at a picnic table. I almost swear I see a cardinal sitting on the end of that table. And I know there's been one up in those trees because that's where I was camping last week. But I can't see for sure, and it hasn't moved yet. Probably picking up some of my crumbs out of my other camp spot. Anyway, with that, he's going to leave. He says, I leave you with a huge amount of love, and I'm taking yours with me. He's talking about the love that you give him. He can feel it. He can hear it. And the chimes are starting to go again. Those are big, 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 heavy chimes that I got at a farmer's market, actually in this town just down the road a few months ago. And it has a big butterfly. I'm not going to walk over there, but the thing on the bottom, can you see it's a big butterfly? So you could watch for the butterflies too. I think he's trying to get my attention to the butterfly. So watch for butterflies. Mine's always a white butterfly. I don't know that yours will be a certain color or if it's just a butterfly. Like I went to a lady's house one time and I thought, should I really go here? And there was a white butterfly right on the side of the house, right by the door handle. There's my sign that it was okay. So mine's white, that doesn't mean yours will be. So watch for the butterflies. Like, that's an unusual place. That was an unusual time. With that, he's leaving. He's wanting that apple pie. He feels good. He looks good. He looks amazing. He's calm. He's like, he turned around. He says, I got this shit. Very confidently said, I've got this shit. And turned around and started walking away again. He says, and I can help you. Ask me. So whatever he was good at when he was here, besides picking on you when you were little, I always tell people, if Uncle Joe didn't have a pot to piss in, don't ask Uncle Joe to help you with financial stuff here if you need it. because he didn't understand how it worked here. So whatever Trevor thinks he knew how to do here, and you need help with that, or just that love and peace energy, call on him. You're not bothering him. Okay. With that, he's left. Much love to you, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Thank you for being patient, especially holiday weekend and all that. Way too busy to work. Crazy people around here. And we had 9 campers full of people in our group. So we had a lot of people. Thank you. Bye.